Oh my God. Okay guys, it is officially, is it focusing? It's 6:30 p.m. and we're getting started with our day of hiking. These two guys haven't learned their lesson yet. Jeremiah and Buddy, they foolishly agreed to hike with me for a day.
What were we thinking?
It's like 6:30 and we're just getting started. 6:30 at night. Fun times ahead.
Going first. I'm the guinea pig.
You're the guinea pig, that's why I sent you first. I don't want to go first in the dark. What we got here? Campsite, water. Does that start to rain? Sweet. Should we see what our rain gear is like? Okay guys, so minor change of plans. It started raining on us. There's an 11% chance of rain. And guess what? We're in it. We're gonna find a spot up here, pitch our tents, which will be an interesting experience itself because it's raining and I've never pitched my tent. See how that goes. One brand new tent. Okay, I'm supposed to try and make it look like I know what I'm doing. What the freak? Does it matter if one corner of your line is in the fire pit? I hope this thing stands. Oh, mistake number one, I think I lost a stake around here somewhere. I'm not sure if the tent's supposed to float or not. Alright, I'm not sure this is how this tent's supposed to look, but I've lost a stake or two, so it's not going to be fully set up. And this corner, to get it set up right, ended up in the middle of the fire pit, which may be problematic. Oh, and yeah, this one's come out. I think that's about as good as it's going to get this time.
Good morning, everybody. It's currently 7:15 in the morning. First night in my tent. I tried to show it as best as I could, the setup last night, but it was starting to sprinkle and it was dark, so we're just waiting for some rain to pass by and we'll be hitting the trail. On the tent, I'm pretty happy. The main thing is it was raining during the night and it's still standing and I'm still dry, so that's the main thing. That's what I'm doing right now and kind of staying just in here where it's warm.
Well guys, here's our campsite area. We thought when we pitched our tents here we'd have a beautiful view. You know, the sun, we could see where it was kind of peaking and setting over in that direction. And so we thought, wow, we'll have a beautiful sunrise this morning. Well, as you can see, it's sucked in by fog and no sunrises and no views, no mountain views. But this, I think, is also a beautiful view, just right here. Just how the trees and the rocks and the leaves and everything just kind of form together and just make a beautiful portrait in and of itself. Okay guys, we just left our tent site north of Dix Creek Gap. We are headed north in this beautiful, lovely weather. Headed down toward Plum Orchard Gap, I guess it is. Plum Orchard Gap. So, Sporting a little bit different look today. Got the buff, chopped off the windproof section underneath of it because it's not windy, and I forgot my regular buff. So I converted this to just a buff. Okay, so it's just a buff. Using the buff. I apologize for not showing it earlier, but I was wearing the kilt earlier. Now I'm down to just my shirt, shorts, and I look like a hiker nerd because I'm charging my phones.
You got the whole world in your hand. You got the whole wide world in your.
That's what you got to do out here. All right, you guys, hiking on.
Make a dip in the trail
Okay.
instead of it's a
Mac, okay, I'm Dan. Hey, nice to meet you. We're hiking down the trail and we see Mac out here. He's doing some work with some tools on the trail, and we'd just been talking about wondering whether these spots, if these were created by wild boar or what. Mac is our wild boar.
There's two things to be a maintainer. You have to keep the hiker on the trail and the water off. That's the only thing you got to
Oh, there you go, okay.
And another feature you don't see much anymore. See that cribbing up there, those rocks on the side of the trail? That's what they used to do. You don't see too many people doing that anymore in the east. That's what you do to make, when you get a elevation gain and see these big boulders over here. So they did that to make a ramp up through there.
How long you been doing trail maintaining?
1980.
Since 1980? That's 38 years. So Mac's got 38 years of making sure the trail's clear for us guys here, so guys, that was cool. Got to meet one of the Georgia trail maintainers, Mac, find out a little bit more about how they maintain the trail and about his work on it, making sure those of us that are out here have a place to walk. Thank you, Mac, and thank you all trail maintainers. We couldn't be out here without y'all. All right, guys, we are coming down off of the mountain, and there's a sign here. Let's see what it says. Blue Ridge Gap. A couple more miles up here to the North Carolina border. Cool. Wow. I did not know the border was this close. Check it out, guys. Have not stepped over the border yet. Should I? Of course. We are now in North Carolina, doing it with the two best guys on earth to do it with, and Buddy Duke. All right, so you know you have true hiker friends because Jeremiah has done this section twice, and Buddy Duke back there has done this section 3 frickin' times so we could all hike together here. Crazy. Julia, cut that out if it's illegal. Okay. That's cool. 1 state down, 13 to go.